Hi, everyone, and welcome. I'm Natalia Baryshnikova from Atlassian. I'm here with my friend Christian Kelly from Accenture. And today we're going to talk to you about a topic that's top of mind for many people. We're going to talk about enterprise agility and why is it hard, and how can you use best practices to drive a customer-centric mindset. So let's talk about what's so difficult about enterprise agility, because it is hard and there are all these challenges that organizations are trying to solve. So today we want to share what we find so hard about changing enterprises and driving transformation. So values to management.
Yes.
So we're speaking with the audience that is deeply interested in values to management, and it's definitely exciting to hear people talking a lot more about values to management. But is this really the new hope? Because as we talk about the playbooks, right, values to management also often is viewed as a playbook. I'm curious how you think about values to management and, no pun intended, value that it can provide. So what are we seeing in the market amongst our customers that we can share?
To be frank, we do have a little bit of framework and playbook fatigue in the market. So people are trying to figure out what job does the framework do for me or the playbook do for me. I think value stream management is super, super powerful when you're tying it to a customer outcome. Mm-hmm. And let me be very clear on that. I believe a customer is an internal customer. Some people will say this is a stakeholder. External, internal customer doesn't matter to me as long as you're tying it to a customer value, and then you're organizing and employing it for the journeys that are in that value, right? That's the thing that makes it super powerful when you can get behind a series of steps that create value along a journey that a customer, and I know I keep on saying that, but that a customer cares about.
I find that often enough people think about values to management and they say, let us define the customer value. Only problem is they forget to ask the customer.
Right.
What is the value for them? So it's unfortunately very common to think about, okay, so this is our value, but have you actually asked the customer what value means for them and how would they define it in their own terms? As a product manager, one of the easiest way to think about it, like a tried and true playbook, is to think about jobs to be done. So if you're thinking about what is the customer trying to get out of a certain capability, jobs to be done is a framework that allows you to say, okay, I'm here to do X so that Y. Right. And so using it over and over again and truly unpacking what is it that people are trying to do? What is it that they're trying to achieve? And then the next why behind it is something that is very powerful as a way to unlock that customer value and truly understand it in their terms, especially if you're not very familiar with how to do this. Another thing is starting small, because sometimes people decide to go all in on a certain framework, and that is admirable, but it's much harder to manage that if you haven't done it before. So figuring out how do you experiment and how can you unpack that smallest value and then rinse and repeat whatever worked for you is another great way to think about it. But ultimately, just like you were saying before, it's about culture. It's about figuring out what is that empathy piece of the puzzle and how do we build that empathy. And I know that you like that day in life example. So
so the day in the life thing is very important, because to the point that you made about value and jobs to be done, one thing that I've spoken with a bunch of technology teams about when they're building something new or they're rearranging something or they're implementing something is like, is that going to be 10x better than the way it's done today? And maybe it doesn't always have to be 10x better, and maybe that's too hyped up. But the reality is we all have a technology or a tool or something that we do as a customer of a thing, and we're trying to get something done. Love that. Now, is the thing that we're delivering, ask ourselves, is the thing that we're delivering at least 3x better than what I had, right? So quantifying that value in some way is key, and you will never know that. Never, if you were 4 steps away from whoever your customer is.
So you have to know what they're actually doing, and that's what day in life really means. Like, you have to essentially observe the customer to understand not only like, is it 3 times better, but also what is the change fatigue? So if you change something, how does it detract from their current workflow or their current job to be done or their current day? and how they spend their time, because sometimes that change fatigue is another factor that's often overlooked, and that shiny on that new shiny road to value. And I think that, to your point, you can't really grok that unless and until you truly walk in customer shoes.
And that's why that's a key difference in product management, right? Because you train how to discover that value.
Yeah. Product management is never for the sake of product. It is about customer at the end. Yeah.